2K Sports. We'll see Atlanta taking on the Detroit Pistons. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Now it all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. 6 to shoot. Here's Korver. And it's good from the elbow.
And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. And Thomas, here we go. Shot off the screen. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Korver kicks to Teague. Here is Thomas. Inside to Lambeer. Isaiah Thomas puts the pass right on the money.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Now here's Teague. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pulls up. And Carroll gets it to go. Atlanta on D. Pass to Aguirre. Back to Thomas. Lambeer with a screen on Teague. Thomas kicks to Lambeer. It's Dumars on the wing. That's blocked. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Horford sets a screen for Teague. No luck. The Pistons go the other way with it. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
Guys, he anticipates they'll be able to take advantage of the perimeter defense they're facing today and convert a lot of easy chances and uncontested looks from the outside. We'll see if they can knock them down, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. You know, Clark, hard to create spacing without the threes.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
Detroit shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw good, Dumars. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Teague. Millsap a screen on Thomas. Here's Teague. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Lambier, good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs. Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
The Hawks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of its shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable with that stripe.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. The Pistons leading. Dumars with it. Picked up by Teague. Thomas kicks to Dumars. Fade away. It's rebounded by Teague. Dumars gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Teague against Thomas. Teague dishes to Carroll. And there's the pass to Corver. No good from outside. And it's Detroit's ball. Dumars kicks to Lambier. Here's Thomas. Makes it off the glass. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Teague. Millsap up top. Lambier defending. 6 to shoot. Teague kicks to Carroll. No good on the triple.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Millsap with the steal. Carroll passes to Horford. Back to Teague. The Hawks working the ball around. Corver, good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Now Dumars. He dishes it to Thomas. Back to Dumars. Pass to Lambier. They swipe it. Outside Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Corver, good. Corver's got 7 points. So it's Detroit now. They trail by 1. Lambier with a screen on Teague. Millsap against Lambier. Back to Dumars. 6 on the shot clock. Lambier, good. Lambier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Now here's Teague. He wants to get to Millsap and does. His first shot coming late, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Thomas against Teague. Lambier a screen. Aguirre kicks to Lambier. Outside for Thomas. Clock at 6. And there's another one for the Pistons.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Rodman, he's checked in from a horn. Lambier a screen. Passes to Aguirre. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here. The Hawks trail it.
Outside Teague. Atlanta with the ball. Millsap dishes to Horford. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Bill Embiid. The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Detroit making a switch here. Dawkins checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Cephalosha's checked in. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 1. Teague against Thomas. Right side Dumars. Right side Dumars. And that one's good. Dumars got 5 now. Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
Here is Korver. Seven points in the game. That is good. Here comes Isaiah Thomas. They trail by 1. Dumars, the pass to Rodman. Aguirre can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Horford. Shoots from 14. The second effort, Korver somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Fades. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Thomas. It's tipped. Cephalosha with the steal. Horford in the post. Thomas is on him. Horford no luck. Here's Dumars. Can't get it to go.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
A different look here for Detroit. James Edwards checked in for Dawkins. Sally comes in for Aguirre, and it's Johnson in for Isaiah Thomas. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Harold Antich, he's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. Now here's Johnson. 1:39 left to play here in the first. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Dumars. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. .130 left in the first. Fader on the way. That's good. Dumars got 7 points. The Hawks leading. Here's Bazemore, and he lays it straight in. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Outside, Rodman. Johnson in the corner. Finney Johnson, the microwave, living up to his nickname.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Bazemore kicks to Schroeder. Dishes it to Cephalosha. Feeds to Bazemore. Pass to Cephalosha. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Outside Dumars. Right wing. Right side, Rodman. And Detroit again with the bucket. Twelve seconds left here in the opening quarter. Cephalosha dishes to Bazemore. To the paint. Here's Ontic. That's good. Ontic has got his first points in this one.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Johnson goes in. Got it off in time, but it's no good. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Kent Bazemore, Ontic out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Carroll in at the 3. Here's Bazemore. Kicks it to Schroeder. There's the dish to Carroll. Lets it go from deep. Here's Ontic. Soft touch off the glass. Ontic has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Hawks. Johnson goes in. Lays it up and banks it in.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And there's the feed to Schroeder. He kicks it to Bazemore. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. Bazemore's got 5.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Mahorn checked in for Edwards. Lambier checks in for Sally. Aguirre's checked in for Dennis Rodman. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Dumars. And then for Atlanta, Al Horford. He's checked in for Ontic. Payne comes in for Scott. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Kent Bazemore. The Hawks leading by 5. Korver kicks to Teague. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Korver passes to Teague. 6 to shoot. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Thomas. And there's the pass to Mahorn. Aguirre. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Aguirre. Back to Lambier. But they recover it. Here's Thomas. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Thomas got 6 points.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as you know, Adrian Payne out of a talented Michigan State basketball program. He's one of the older rookies in this draft class, but he only started playing basketball in the 8th grade. He said, quote, "I haven't been playing the game for that long. I got better in a short period of time, and I became a great player. I feel like I have a lot of room to grow." One can only imagine, guys.
That's right, Doris. Thanks. And Atlanta has possession. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Payne with a screen for Teague. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Payne. A second chance effort. And Horford with the lay-in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Pass to Mahorn. Back to Thomas. Into Johnson. Korver kicks to Payne. With a floater. Great D that time from Thomas. Pistons trail by 3. Left side Thomas to the left wing. And Detroit again with the bucket. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Dawkins checked in for Detroit. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Korver kicks to Horford. Here is Aguirre. Shoots from the baseline. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks trailing. Korver dishes to T. Foul call that time. On the way up, that'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Joe Dumars, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Paul Millsap's checked in for Payne. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Horford. And stolen. By Horford.
Defensive foul. Vinny Johnson. That's his first personal foul. Second.
Here's T. He dishes it to Horford. Back to T. And taken away by Johnson.
Excellent anticipation there. He was laying in the cut, we say.
Back to Dumars. He feeds it to Lambeer. Aguirre drops one in from the wing. Aguirre's got 6 points in the quarter.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
The Hawks trail by 3. And here is Teague. Here's Carroll. Teague, the pass to Carroll. 6 to shoot. Teague kicks to Carroll. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Carroll's got 5 points so far.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Aguirre passes to Dawkins. To the middle. Here's Dumars. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
6 seconds.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's the screen. Millsap with it. Korver kicks to Carroll. Teague against Dumars. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here we go. Pistons running again. The pass to Aguirre. The Pistons working the ball around now. Dishes it to Lambier. Fires the three. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got his third rebound on the night. Now Teague. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Atlanta.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Korver dishes to Teague.
Thabo Sefolosha.
Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Johnson with the block. Aguirre against Teague. Aguirre passes to Johnson. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter. Teague with the ball. Feeds it to Korver. Back to Teague. And Dawkins pulls it down. Dawkins is got his third rebound on the night. Millsap kicks to Korver. Outside Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Into Millsap. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
And now the Pistons fast break. And here they go.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Pistons have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Take a look at what Dumar's been doing. He has 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Dawkins. Sally comes in for Bill Lambier. And it's Rodman in for Johnson. Here's Schroeder looking for his first basket still in this one. Looking for Sefolosha. He gets it there. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Hawks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. .152 left now here in the second. Rodman brings the double team. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Picked him clean. Pass to Sally. Aguirre. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
For Detroit, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:37 left now here in the second. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Kicks it to Bazemore. Shoots the 3. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Now here's Rodman. Can't cash in from close range.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Cephalosha, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
The Hawks have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Cephalosha. A different look here for Detroit. Mahorn comes in for James Edwards. And Thomas subbed in for Aguirre. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Mike Scott's checked in for Paul Millsap. Detroit leading by 3. Dumars the pass to Thomas. Rodman sets a screen. Thomas kicks to Dumars. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and shoots. And that one's good. Dumars got 11.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Stolen by Dumars. Wants to get it to Rodman and does. Back to Dumars. Outside for Thomas. Poke loose. The dish now to Dumars. There's a good screen. Rodman passes. To Sally. Now the feed to Thomas. Clock at 6. Rodman down low. Takes it from 10. Uses the glass to drop it in. And now a 7-point Piston lead.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
And that concludes the first half. Pistons lead by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Now the third quarter about to get going. Without question, Joe Dumars displaying his skills.
Boy, his rebounding was superb in that first half, particularly at the offensive end where he's really battling.
And that continually allowed them to get 2 quality shots on the same possession, Steve. That's invaluable.
Thomas is out there with Joe Dumars. Then there's Mahorn. Then there's Bill Laimbeer. And it's Aguirre in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Thomas. Expanding his range. The kick out to Dumars. Here is Korver. Outside Teague. Millsap a screen on Dumars. Off the pick. And it's slammed in by Teague. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. reversed that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control. Oof.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Korver kicks to Millsap. Knocks down the three balls. Millsap's got 7 points in the game.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Lambier with a screen on Teague. Wide open look. Lambier, the big guy, knocking down the J.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Atlanta calls timeout. And let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second chance points. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
And the shot is good.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
The Hawks trail by 8. Korver dishes to T. He kicks it to Horford. Millsap passes to Horford. Here's Carroll. Aguirre covering. Back to Teague. Hawks passing it around. Here is Korver. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. Outside Teague. Shoots the 3. Aguirre grabs the miss.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Thomas kicks to Lambier. A beautiful assist by Thomas to set up the basket.
Well, now is the time to push it. Really try to extend this lead, and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
You know, a lot of times it's hard in the third quarter to make this kind of a push, but it's paying off.
Teague dishes to Korver. Back to Teague. Teague left side. Teague left side. Good on the 13-footer. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. The Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Pistons leading by 8. Johnson right side. Mahorn kicks to Thomas. And the the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Now here's Teague. He's got 5. Passes it to Horford. Here is Korver. Millsap a screen on Johnson. Here's Korver. No good. And it's Detroit the other way.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And the basket by Johnson.
Boy, you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great fourth quarter.
Now here's Teague. Blocked. Now Thomas. Upside Thomas. Lambeer with a screen on Teague. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the Pistons score.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here is Korver. He's got 11. Millsap passes to Korver. Pass to Carroll. To stop the run. Kept alive by Atlanta. Teague kicks to Millsap. There's the block. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. A different look here for Detroit. Sally, he's checked in from a horn. And it's Rodman in for Aguirre. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Payne, he's checked in for Horford. Cephalosha comes in for Damari Carroll. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. Now here's Millsap. 7 points in the game. That one goes. Count it. Cephalosha's got 9.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
The Hawks making a switch here. Antich is checked in. The Hawks trail by 12. To the middle. To the right side. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And at this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, he has the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Here's Bazemore. He's got 5. 4 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Payne dishes to Antich. They get it back. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. He feeds it to Schroeder. Here's Bazemore. He's guarded by Thomas. That's good. Bazemore's got 7 points.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
Lambier passes to Thomas. Lambier a screen. It's going. Here's the break. Here's Schroeder. Blocked.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, one or two more of those and this lead will be double digits. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
The Hawks trail by 9. 1:15 left in the third. Over to the left wing. And the pass to Cephalosha. Here's Bazemore. Rodman covering. Releases. Bazemore misses.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Rodman passes to Sally. Now here's Rodman. He's guarded closely. And it's Johnson penetrating. Pass to Sally. He dishes it to Lambier. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Joe Dumars. He's checked in for Detroit. And then for Atlanta, Scott comes in for Paralantic. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. The Hawks trail by 9.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
Teague against Thomas. The Hawks have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws. Pistons leading by 7.
This should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
Here's Dumars. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the Jays.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Here's Teague, and there's the rejection. And we've reached the end of the third. The Pistons on top. They're up by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. Scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
Here is Korver. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. Korver, no luck.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Millsap with the steal. Teague kicks to Korver. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
Yes, sir. A message, and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Here's Teague. After the basket by Detroit. Korver dishes to Teague. A beautiful reverse layup.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Horford against Mahorn. Outside for So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You look at what Thomas has done so far. He's got 11 points and 6 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Well, that's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Here is Korver. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Pistons leading by 9. And Thomas, here we go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Still Pistons ball. 18 seconds.
Outside Dumars. Aguirre. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, that's an aggressive play trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Korver passes to Teague. Korver kicks to Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Outside Millsap. Clock at 4. No good on the 3.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
That's good.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Without question, Joe Dumars displaying his skills.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, "How much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Rodman with a screen on Teague. Thomas goes in. Now, here's Dumars. He's guarded closely. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. That one on Horford.
At the line for your Pistons, Joe Dumars.
Free throw good, Dumars. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Here is Korver. Right side Millsap. And that is good.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Teague against Thomas. Here is Aguirre. It's Dumars on the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
The Hawks trail by 15. Got a piece of it. Dishes it to Thomas. Passes it to Aguirre. Just 5 on the clock. 7-foot shot. The shot will not go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Good. And 11 points for Teague.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half. He's really picking it up.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And guys, the league has taken some steps to pick up the pace of the game. Over the last decade, we've seen a lot of rule changes with hand checks, and zone defenses, and tightening up flagrant foul rules and physical play in general.
Here's Thomas. And back to that move by the league to speed up the game. It doesn't seem like the league is done.
Yeah, you know, and I think more can be done, Kevin. Cutting down on timeouts. You see in soccer, they just run a little sponsor banner in the corner of the screen while the ball is in play. Continuous play. Continuous play. Reduce the number of free throws, I think, is another step. But that would be more a result of not fouling than teams not getting to the line.
The Hawks trail by 13. And here's Korver from the arc, and the shot is good. Korver's got 5 points now this quarter.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
A solo fast break, all alone, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And that is their way to get back into this game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
And the only way to do that is to start things at the defensive end, force a turnover, then get out and run.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
24 seconds.
And the Hawks with possession here. T kicks to Korver. From outside the arc, Detroit with the rebound. Dumar's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pistons leading by 8. Thomas goes in, rejected by Millsap, and they get it back. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Here is Mahorn. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Aguirre, good.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Yeah, but look down at the other end of the court. The same has not held true.
Now here's Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Horford kicks to Carroll. Soft touch off the glass.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Dumars. That's tipped. Aguirre. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebounds.
Teague for 3. Aguirre grabs the miss. Aguirre's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Dumars on the wing. From beyond the arc, good. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Man, they are spreading the floor and letting it fly, really knocking it down from outside.
And I love that gunslinger's mentality, Steve. Playing to win as opposed to playing it safe. I call it prevent offense when you try to protect the lead. Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
And here's checked in for Rodman. Pistons on defense. Carroll dishes to T. Millsap a screen on Dumars. Horford attacking outside Carroll. That's good. Carroll's got 5 points now this quarter.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Now here's Thomas. Feeds to Lambier. 9 feet out. Again, the Pistons score.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
The Hawks trail by 10. Outside Teague. Horford sets a screen for Millsap. No good. Nice D from Lambeer.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Kicks it to Dumars. The 11-footer. Atlanta with the rebound. Now here's Teague. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Pistons leading by 8. There's the dish to Lambeer. Pass to Aguirre. Lambeer a screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Dawkins check in for Detroit. Johnson comes in for Aguirre. Teague up top. He's guarded by Thomas. Another shot. And Horford finishes inside. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. Beautiful to watch. Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Atlanta with the ball.
Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
Here's Teague. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time. And he didn't waste any time getting through it.
And that's an intentional foul. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
You know, that was all about anticipation. Just reading that play beautifully and coming away with the steal.
Millsap. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 6. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Teague against Johnson. And an intentional foul right there.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
And he gets it to go. Now Lambeer. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Corver. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Here's Carroll. Offline. And so it's Detroit with the W. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Bill Laimbeer.